What started as a small issue about policing a hunt has now become a major dispute about policing policy in Warwickshire.
Warwickshire Hunt is an organised crime group by definition. They are an organised crime group. I mean, they're acting with impunity.
The voice is not of anti-hunting campaigners, but of officers from Warwickshire Police speaking out for the first time, a force that we've been reporting on throughout this year.
Surely we can't pick and choose, what laws we uphold.
2 years back, the Warwickshire Police took action against the Warwickshire Hunt because of antisocial behaviour like obstructing traffic, such as this ambulance on blue lights. They issued a community protection notice, and that should have been that.
And then something extraordinary, possibly unprecedented, took place. A secret deal was arrived at between senior officers of Warwickshire Police and the Hunt, which meant the whole thing just went away. It never came to court at all. And from that day until this, nobody has been allowed to know what was in the secret deal.
After we reported this earlier in the year, the secret deal suddenly ended. But it left a bitter feeling of abandonment of accountable policing. And tonight officers speak out accusing the force of allowing some people to be above the law.
People would compare how they would be dealt with if it was them or their family or their relative. Surely we can't pick and choose what laws we uphold as a police force. And it was a case of, right, the whole force is probably just going to hang on now and wait for the damage. And I think the damage has arrived.
These police officers contacted us because of their disgust over the secret deal, but have asked for anonymity.
I mean, the Warwickshire Police senior officers, they try and give this view. We look after each other and we lead by morals and standards and values and family. But absolutely not. I think the saddest thing is that it wasn't a surprise. It's just something that would happen in Warwickshire Police.
These officers far from lone voices, and their concerns shared now by local MP Matt Weston. Now, it may have nothing to do with his campaign to get the secret deal made public, but someone is targeting him.
I've actually had incidents where I've had graffiti on the property, and I've had a nail put through the tyre of my car. I'm beginning to pick up that, officers really are frustrated with the leadership of Warwickshire Police. There is a lack of transparency, particularly on this issue. So I'm going to go to the police, to the Information Commissioner, and if it's necessary, I'll go to court over it.
He wants the secret deal made public for transparency, and so that trust in policing can be restored. We too have been asking for months to see it, and to ask those responsible why they ever allowed this to happen. Debbie Tedds was Chief Constable at the time, and has never been publicly held to account for her actions.
When she was Chief Constable, we tried repeatedly to get an interview with Debbie Tedds to explain what her role was or was not concerning this secret deal. We had no success. She's now retired, so we're continuing to try. Hello, am I speaking to Debbie Tedds?
She didn't deny there had been a secret deal, so an interview finally looked possible.
Excellent. Look forward to that. Thanks indeed, Debbie. Cheers. Thanks. Bye-bye. Well, that's certainly further than we've ever got before, so some progress.
But she later texted saying she didn't wish to be interviewed, adding, "Please don't chase me." We went to the office of the Police Commissioner, Philip Seckham, at police headquarters. He's a member of the Pro-Hunting Countryside Alliance. They said he was too busy to see us. Minutes later, they said he wasn't there. Our written request for an interview had already been refused, so the next day we went to find him.
Mr. Seckham? Hello. It's Alex Thompson from Channel 4 News. We'd obviously like to ask you some questions about the secret deal. Why, when you're a member of the Countryside Alliance, did you allow anything like that to happen on your watch?
The fact that I'm a member of the Countryside Alliance is irrelevant. I had nothing to do with the serving of the notice. I had nothing to do with the court case. I had nothing to do with operational policing. As a reputable, broadcaster, you should make an appointment, not doorstep people.
Do you think you should apologise for this?
To who?
The public.
For what?
Because the reputation of policing in the UK is besmirched when they do secret deals to keep powerful organisations out of court, which
Well,
happened.
that's your opinion.
This season, the Hunt is now operating under a public agreement with the police, who are regularly attending their meets. The Hunt refutes the suggestion that it's an organised crime group and insists it operates within the law.
Trail hunting is a perfectly legal activity. We comply within the Hunting Act.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Straightforward.
yeah.
Never chase a fox unless it could happen accidentally, but you call them off when that happens.
We would lift them straight off, yes.
But do they? They are currently being prosecuted for illegally killing a fox.
So if anyone has any complaints, they need to take them to the police. Still, you know, we are accountable to the police, and that's the most important thing.
But moments later, a Hunt supporter drove his van at our cameraman, hitting him with his wing mirror. We've informed the police, but concerns about the Hunt's conduct go beyond.
So we've seen them hunt foxes. They've also hunted a fox into a housing estate.
This woman, a horse owner and once a keen supporter of the Warwickshire Hunt, would speak, but only anonymously.
Clearly, the Warwickshire Police are looking after a group of people who are involved in a criminal activity. The rest of the public and the law is not being upheld by the police. You know, the police have taken a side here.
In response to our investigation, Warwickshire Police said they're learning lessons and are committed to transparency. They expect their officers to be fair and impartial. They said there's been much confusion and claim the deal isn't secret, just legally confidential. And they say the Information Commissioner supports this. The Police Commissioner himself is now so concerned he set up an inquiry to rebuild public confidence in the police. But the damage is done, and what began as a local issue of Hunt policing is now a national concern about accountable policing.